My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of No One Will Save You. And this is a movie I was actually very excited for. The entire idea of a home invasion movie, but with aliens, just sounded amazing. I heard nothing but incredible things about this movie. And unfortunately, it is one of the biggest disappointments of the year. I wish I loved this. I really wish I did, but it just underwhelmed me in every sense. But let's begin talking about what I did like, and I do appreciate the ambition in this movie. There's almost no dialogue, and that's a ballsy choice for a movie of this kind. Do I think it pays off? Not really, but I still appreciate the effort. I think the sound design in this movie is great. It's what draws you into certain moments. And I think Caitlin Dever gives a fine performance. I think she is actually one of the best actresses working nowadays. Her performance in Booksmart would have won her the Oscar, in my opinion. Like, if it was up to me, I think she is that good in that movie. She's not given much to work with here, but she makes the most out of it. Like, because she doesn't talk, she doesn't really have much of a personality, and she carries this movie fine enough, but I wanted a bit more. And the first act of this movie, I legitimately loved. Like, the first act is everything I wanted this movie to be. It is tense, it is thrilling, and I thought this could have been one of my favorite movies of the year, but it loses steam rather quickly, and the pacing and the structure of this movie is just completely off. As soon as the first night ends, it just loses all momentum. And I really wish this was a one night movie. It is just a baffling decision to me. And I thought the last two acts drag heavily. I also didn't like how undecided this movie was on whether it's a large scale sci fi movie or a small scale movie. Like, there's moments where you feel a larger scale, but then it goes back to small scale, and I just wish the movie picked a lane. And also, this movie does something that I'm very tired of, and it tries to be more than what it is. It's not happy just being a fun sci-fi horror movie. No, it has to be about grief. And if it did a good job, I'd give the movie credit. But it does not do a good job. It's a very surface level exploration of grief, and I just thought it added nothing to the movie except it thinks it's a lot more emotional than it actually is. And I don't want to give anything away, but so much of this movie gets way too far-fetched where I'm like, wow, she survives that? Like, really? Like, she gets very lucky so many times. Yes, don't want to give anything away. Also, I don't believe you always have to Jaws a movie where you don't show the creature, but I feel like we definitely do see the aliens a bit too much in this movie to the point where they lose all menace, and it doesn't help that the visual effects are very hit or miss. And the alien design just, I get what they're going for, it's fine, but it's not the scariest aliens that we've seen. But yeah, I wanted to love this movie, and those elements I certainly did. I do like the ending. It doesn't feel earned, but I like the idea it's going for. But yeah, like this movie just bored me, to be honest. I thought the first act showed lots of promise, and it just failed to live up to it. It's pacing nightmare and its exploration of grief in the last act is just so pathetic, if you ask me. So I'll give No One Will Save You a 4 out of 10. If you want a good creepy alien movie, then Fire in the Sky is decent. It's not great, but there's one fantastic moment in it. I love Signs. I love War of the Worlds. And Dark Skies, I haven't seen since it came out, but that was a fine little movie. So those are some recommendations, but have you seen No One Will Save You? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.